So let's talk about something that feels a little backward. We always assume the hardest part of being an entrepreneur is, just getting started, or maybe surviving that brutal first year. But what if I told you the most dangerous moment, the time you're most likely to fail, is actually the moment you've been dreaming of?
So seriously, take a guess. When is it? Is it when you're completely broke, eating ramen noodles, and hearing no 100 times a day? You'd think so, right? But the answer, well, it's going to surprise you.
That's it, right there. The biggest risk isn't when you're struggling in the dark. It's in that first bright, blinding flash of real success. This is the spot, this is the exact threshold where so many incredibly promising journeys just completely fall apart.
We call this the tipping point. It's that moment when you finally start making real money and suddenly your ego gets a little puffy. Temptation is everywhere, and believe it or not, the potential for a total meltdown is higher than it's ever been. The key is to know the traps that are waiting for you. So let's break down the three biggest ones.
First on the list, oh man, this is a classic. The infamous shiny object syndrome. You finally have a business that's working, that's making money, and then, like magic, a dozen other once-in-a-lifetime opportunities start popping up all over the place.
See, when you're starting out, you have nothing but focus. It's your superpower. But the second you have some cash, a little bit of a reputation, the entire world seems to conspire to shatter that focus. It's this crazy psychological flip where the fear of missing out just goes into overdrive, and every new idea seems like the one. And letting that happen is the absolute worst thing you can do.
We all know this person, right? This slide just nails it. The guy who's always taking mysterious meetings, who promises big things are coming, and is constantly chasing whatever's hot this week, whether it's AI or crypto or whatever. They get obsessed with the idea of running an empire of companies. But the truth is, building just one successful business takes every single ounce of your attention.
So here's the mindset shift. This is so important. Don't be the knight trying to run an empire. It's impossible. Instead, be the king. Your job is to perfect your one kingdom, your one business. Get all the systems in place, automate everything, make it so strong it could basically run without you. Only then, when your kingdom is an absolute fortress, can you even start to think about becoming an emperor.
All right, let's talk about trap number 2, because it usually shows up right alongside the first one. You've got some cash in the bank, and that itch, that urge to show everyone you've made it, becomes incredibly powerful. This is the trap of premature flexing.
The second that money lands in your account, bam, there's a huge target painted on its back. And everyone's taking a shot. The watch dealers, the car salesman, and, let's be honest, your own ego. This is what they call lifestyle creep. It's sneaky. It starts with a slightly nicer apartment, maybe eating out a bit more, and before you know it, it's completely erased all your hard work. And you know what we tell ourselves, right? Oh, it's fine, I'll just make even more money next month to cover it. But you know that old saying, if you want to make God laugh, tell him your plans. Business is never a straight line up. Locking yourself into huge monthly payments for flashy stuff is like playing a game of Russian roulette with the financial freedom you just fought so hard to win. So, here's the actual strategy. It's a two-part play. Part 1, in your personal life, live like a peasant. I'm serious, keep your expenses ridiculously low. Part 2, in your professional life, spend like a CEO. Pour money into anything that saves you time, energy, or makes you better. Think a personal assistant, a meal prep service, the best home office setup. Those aren't expenses, they're investments, and they pay you back over and over again. I mean, just ask yourself this question, honestly. Yeah, a supercar would be cool for a week. But you know what's really cool? The deep, unshakable peace of mind you get from knowing your family is secure, from watching your investment portfolio grow every month, from knowing that no matter what happens in your business, you're going to be okay. That feeling, that is real wealth. Okay, on to our third and final trap, and this one is sneaky. It's not about what you're buying, it's about why you're buying it. It's about who you're trying to impress. It's about playing an entirely different game with the wrong scoreboard. So let's say you did it. You've sidestepped the lifestyle creep. You're living modestly, you're investing your money. That's amazing. But are you still measuring your success against the wrong people? You know, in psychology, they have a name for this. It's your reference group. It's the circle of people you automatically, subconsciously compare yourself to. It's the reason you get that little buzz of satisfaction when you pick up the dinner tab for your old high school buddies. But that feeling is a trap. It's cheap satisfaction and it kills your ambition.
The real move? You have to intentionally change your reference group. Stop comparing yourself to your old friends and start measuring yourself against your heroes, the people who are light years ahead of you. Yeah, it's humbling. It might even feel kind of bad at first, but that humility, that's the fuel for your next level of growth.
Okay, so you've learned to stay focused, you've learned to control your spending, and you've changed your scoreboard. You're playing defense. But that's not enough to win. Now it's time for the final piece. We go on offense. We turn the boring act of saving into a fun, addictive game of building an empire.
And this is how you do it. This is the fun part, I promise. First, pick something simple to invest in, boring even. An index fund is perfect. Forget the hype. Second, set a crazy ambitious goal and turn it into a race against yourself. Can I hit $250,000 in my portfolio in 2 years? Track it obsessively. And third, you let that game, watching those numbers tick up, become your new obsession. Let that be the dopamine hit you crave, instead of some flashy new watch. The thrill isn't in the spending. It's in knowing you're building a fortress, brick by brick.
And look, if you need one last little push to get started, just listen to this. The guy whose material this is all based on, Ayman Gaji, says his single biggest regret is that he didn't start investing the second he started making money when he was 18. He says those few years of lost time could have put him decades ahead financially. Don't be the person who has that same regret.
So as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with one final thought to chew on. Look, lots of people can have a good year, make a few $1,000,000. That's a milestone. It's awesome. But avoiding these traps, playing the long game, and turning that one good year into a multi-generational dynasty, that's a legacy. And the only question you really need to answer is, which one are you playing for?